So today we have a couple of really cool announcements, a couple of cool things to discuss and show, and then we can just see if there's any questions that you guys want to ask. First thing, actually, so we're in the process, but basically I would like to announce that Dan is joining the team as official chief ambassador, which involves a lot of things.
All right.
He has been really very powerful behind Cyrator ever since we first met. Dan, do you want to say a couple of words? Or?
Very excited. Yeah, listen, those guys that don't know, I was working away on my own project, and there was a very small piece of it that was needed that was exactly what Cyrator is. And I saw Mark, and almost the second I saw Mark talking, I felt like he was elaborating on this vision I had, and I just fell in love with the project. And I guess since day one, I've been very excited. I met Mark, asked if I could help, and I'm one of those type of people that I'm not putting my hand out for compensation. I just wanted to do what I can do and help, and I'm real happy we're growing like this. I'm excited to see how everything has blossomed and how well everybody's doing, all the beautiful stuff going on their social with Ilya and Thomas and all that team, and all the analysts that are onboarding now. It's so exciting. I'm just happy to be part of this movement, and hopefully the team officially soon.
Yeah, thank you. Very happy to have you here. So that's fantastic. Another thing, so we basically we're in the advanced discussions with one bigger launchpad, but also a couple other projects. And there's a lot of interest in projects getting our private project reviews. We've done a review about a week and a half ago of a project from a launchpad as a sample, and it came in and we tore it apart a little bit and it seems they really like it a lot. So we're getting quite a lot of people who want to have these private reviews. So it looks like very soon we'll be having that as the first revenue generator for Cyrator. It's going to be really exciting because on the one hand, it will definitely bring in stable coins, but it looks like we're also going to be able to get allocation of the projects that review, especially the better quality ones. And that will go into the treasury of Cyrator. We have this described in our white paper, but the goal of that is that as projects are launching on Cyrator, either on our own launchpad or as we're getting these payments from projects that launch on other launch pads as well, but getting our reviews done, we are diversifying the portfolio, and the token then becomes a representation, at least part of the Cyrator tokens, they own the treasury, right? It ultimately will be a DAO fully. So it makes the token holders part owners of these tokens. I think it's very exciting news. I think the first collaborations will start very soon, within a few weeks. And yeah, if anyone has a question about it, let me know. I think it's very exciting that we know that we can start generating revenue very soon. Patrick, yes, please.
How will you manage this? Let's say the token grew 10x. Do you start selling some? Do you keep them forever? Or do you try to make passive income with them by staking or yield farming? All kinds of possibilities.
Yeah. All of these things we can figure out, but I personally believe that for all the tokens we get, there should be a cliff, maybe half a year, at least a year before we can sell them, because we stand as a community, we stand for long-term fundamentals. So the idea is to really have them parked as part of the treasury. And then I think whatever we can do with them, we can stake them and have any kind of additional revenue sources from that would be very interesting. Do you have anything off the top that you think we should be doing?
Yeah, revenue is only revenue when you take a profit, right? Having them only vesting for non-disclosed time, I think, is a bad choice. Maybe have a phase out, because then you can just DCA out, basically.
Yeah, so there should be a cash part of the revenue as well, right? So it's not only token, so it shouldn't be only that. But on the tokens, if we can basically as a group sell these tokens very soon after TGE, then I think we are not, it's almost you're incentivizing analysts who are reviewing projects to rate projects more highly than they maybe are worth. And if we know that there is quite a big cliff for Cyrator to benefit from projects like these, then I think that incentivizes analysts to scrutinize projects very heavily and make sure that we only invest our time as a collective, as a group, into projects that really have very strong fundamentals. So that part is quite important to maintain the integrity of our platform. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. But 10% every half year, that gives you a supply for quite a long while, because you just keep taking 10% or something like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely, there's stuff we should discuss there. As I said, many of these things now we're discussing and figuring out. And I just wanted to bring it up because it's so exciting, but it's not fully decided yet. But I do think that some kind of cliff would be important for us. But what we do after that, the type of vesting and things like that, we can definitely do.
I don't think it'd be any different, Jordy, to answer the question a little differently. I think the real thing is just that cliff, like not selling at TGE, looking at the typical company, their investor that dumps the tokens. But we probably would have the same vesting as the team or an advisor on this type of project. So maybe we don't even get the tokens for a year, right? Or it's an IOU, but then we get them a year later or whatever. And I think by then we're going to be a DAO. So that will be a group's decisions about how to sell out. And your strategy sounds pretty good. So a little bit every month for 16 months or something crazy like that. But I'll be up for a vote and decision.
But yeah, I think the very exciting thing about this, that is really from many corners now, the quality of what we're doing is being recognized and people really want to get involved. So it's really awesome.
Absolutely.
So that was some good news. Anyone else has a question or comment about this? No? Okay, very good. There was an AMA yesterday where I revealed a new landing page that we have, but I think most of you guys were not there. So let me just share the screen and show you guys the new landing page. Many of you guys will actually not see that because this is only for when you're not logged in. So yeah, the new landing page still has the same intro, but then it changes after that. So basically what's happening here is we are showing off the spotlight, which we haven't showed before. And the really cool thing here is basically we're showing the top rated stuff that's in the spotlight or has been in the spotlight in the last couple of weeks. If we can input a little bit more spotlights, and if we maybe double in size for analysts, this can change every day. And the goal with this is really that people can start to come and check Cyrator every day to see which one's the new and hot project that everyone's talking about. And then if they like it, of course, they can click into it and see the top rated reviews, the top most upvoted reviews. I personally believe that this is much more interesting than the main rating that we had, because this is going to be much more dynamic, and these are all the projects that people want to know about. So I think this is a very big chance to generate a lot more organic traffic. This featured over here is for now our video, but this will be our first ad space, so we can generate additional revenue here. I think we're slowly getting to the point where we might generate enough traffic to actually sell the first ads. So that's really good news as well. What we've also included here is making it much easier and clearer to start signing up as an analyst. You can click on here and we have a much more clearly defined roadmap that helps you. We are developing also an FAQ and phone sign up here, one-on-one call. So this will improve as well. On the right side, this is something I get asked by everyone that I talk to, Cyrator. So we're explaining how we can generate reliable ratings. Then if you scroll down, you'll see the past items from the spotlight. And then if you go all the way down, you can actually go to full ratings, and that brings you to disclaimer at the bottom. This also pops up when you first time land on the page. This pops up and you need to click it away, so that all of this is not financial advice. There's going to be some more changes coming, but I wanted to show this. It's really the culmination of what we've been working for in the last month or two, where we're focusing everyone around the spotlight and now being able to show all the best parts. Yeah, Patrick, please.
Last time I spoke to Sahil about this, he highly recommended that the user are forced to accept the terms of service, so your legal notice, because then they could claim that they never saw it because it's in the bottom and small. So they have to acknowledge that they've read it in order to be valid.
We did that. It's just once
Okay.
you click it away, it's not there
Okay,
anymore.
perfect.
But, okay, so yeah, that's the new landing page. Now, I've talked last time a little bit about the super upvotes that are coming. It looks like we're going to be able to release it on Monday. These kind of things we always have to release right after the last token release. So it always has to come Monday. The idea is a few things that are exciting here. The points for now will try 1 point for a regular upvote, 5 points for a post create, and 20 points for a super upvote. However, we decided that also the person giving a super upvote also gets 5 points. And the reason for that is giving a super upvote, you're now forced to write a comment with it, explaining why you super upvoted. And the idea is really that we start giving each other a lot of feedback about what we like. And because it takes time to give proper feedback, that's why we're also giving points for giving super upvote. We're also implementing slowly an experience point system so that people can level up over time and become higher level analysts, where you will get a multiplier on your earnings and other benefits. For now, the idea is that once you have given out 50 super upvotes, then you're eligible to level up, although there will be some other requirements as well. You're only going to get 7 super upvotes per week, so you have to choose them wisely where you're going to place them. I'm personally very excited about the idea that people getting points as well for giving out super upvotes and starting to provide a lot of constructive feedback to each other, because I've seen it happening sometimes here and there on the platform, and I think it's very beneficial to have these conversations with each other. So I hope to see a lot more of that. Does anyone have a question about that? No? All good? Great. That's pretty much all from me. Then unless anyone else has any more questions.
All right. See you guys there.